Roger, we are green light for extraction. Ammo weapons resupply inbound. Lies on HVT, going loud.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Prodigy from Airsoft Team Kilo 23. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mechbox. Today we're checking out the JG MP5A4. Now this is a pretty fun little gun. It's not a very expensive gun, it's very light. It runs about 4 pounds. Now it only shoots about 330, 340 feet per second. It's a pretty slow shooting gun. It's good for CQB. We're going to use it out at the Woodland range today here at Snohomish Airsoft in Marysville, Washington. So we're going to get this gun around out here and see how it does, check out the range, accuracy, and just all the fun stuff when we're playing with it. Then we're going to go inside the gun, check out the internals, and maybe some upgrades you guys might want to throw in there. So let's get to it.
We need to get a little bit closer. Don't drop the gun! Alright, drop to the pile. Drop the pile. Oh, watch out for the sniper! Watch out! Stand up! Stand up! Oh. Hey, does friendly fire? Hey, fish! Where's the fire? Fish! Friendly fire down! Down. You good? Sorry, I got this guy covered right here. Yeah, you covered! Hey, stay back, stay back. Move up! Stay back, Aaron. Get it. Oh yeah, good idea. I'm off! Oh, you pop over there. Cut! What's that? Right here, not doing it. Keep him down! Keep him down! Keep him down! Who's that? Keep him down! Drop it! I guess he's shooting. Hit! I can't do anything. Help! Down, I got it, guys. Who has the lightest gear? I can't do anything. Oh! Volume over here. Contact right on the flag! Give him cover fire! Cover fire! Cover fire! Cover fire! Stay low! Oh! Hey, get down! There's someone here. We got snipers on this side. Watch out, snipers can try to flank it out. My brother's in there, so I know. Oh, hit! Ow!
So, this is the after action report. This is Aaron. He was using the JG MP5A4 out on the field during that ridiculously intense game. Dude, just overall, what'd you think of this gun?
Very nice gun. It's got a decent rate of fire. It's overall very sturdy. I definitely recommend it. I'm kind of interested in getting one myself.
Yeah, the gun's pretty inexpensive. They're just a little over $100 on airsplat.com. Chrono on this thing I think was like 340, 350 FPS. Not super hot shooting. But how's the range and the accuracy on this guy?
The range I was actually decently impressed with for a stock gun. It shoots around 150 to 170 feet. FPS you said was like 350. It's got some nice speed to it. It definitely gets out there.
Oh yeah. So, did you have any problems with this gun at all?
None at all.
Awesome. I think it's a good deal. So let's head over to the tech table and take this guy apart. Thanks, Aaron.
Yep.
Was it not awesome, or what? That gameplay was fantastic. It was probably the most intense game I've actually ever played out there. It was like force on force, and we had this big open field, and we were doing like a Braveheart kind of deal where you run across, and it was crazy. I got lit up a few times myself, even with a camera and a dead rag on my head. Nonetheless, this is a pretty fun gun. Now, we're at the tech table here. Let's go ahead and take this gun apart, see what's inside of it. Now with the gun apart, we can go ahead and check out the internal parts. Let's start with the hop-up unit. The hop-up on the MP5 is a little different in that it has an adjustable arm here and then another arm that kind of sits on the outside of the body, and you have to adjust it that way. It's easy to do, but to actually access the unit, you have to take apart the upper receiver of the gun. It takes a little bit of work, so if you guys need to put a tight bore barrel in or replace the bucking of the chamber itself, it takes a little bit of work. You can play around here and increase the hop-up or decrease it. Next up, let's take a look at the motor. Now, it's a nice enough motor. Usually in Chinese guns, you get different kinds of motors. Sometimes you get ones with a gray housing or a black housing with a weird sticker on it. Being JG, I kind of expect a little more, and you get quite a bit with this motor. I'm very happy with it. So it got a little more torque than I expected for a gun that shoots about 330, 340. So I'm pretty happy with that. The rate of fire on it wasn't super impressive, but for a gun that's a little over $100, this packs quite a bit of punch. I'm actually pretty happy with the motor. Also, MP5s like this will usually have a connector out the back here where it connects to the gear out of the gearbox. And it just adding an extra connector can decrease your rate of fire a little bit, adds a little bit of resistance, and it's just nice not to have that. It's nice that they actually heat shrink these little connectors here so it doesn't just rip right off and you don't have an extra connector here. Kind of nice. Now originally the gun comes with a mini type Tamiya connector. Yes, a mini, not a large. The stock actually has some foam insert so it fits the mini type battery that comes with the gun. Now I elected to install a Dean's connector because all of my batteries have Dean's. They're a little more conductive than mini Tamiya connectors. Now with the gearbox open, we can go ahead and check out the internals of this gun. Now I can tell just by looking at it that JG really is stepping up their quality a little bit. Of course, they always had their regular Chinese grease, not the most desirable thing in the world, but it is a lubricant and it does actually do the job a little bit. And their shim job can always use some improvement. So I think the main two things about JG and other Chinese brands is their lubrication and their shim jobs. Everything else is actually pretty good quality, so let's go ahead and examine everything up close. Now the outside of the gearbox is painted black. The inside, thank God, is not painted. The gearbox also has 7mm nylon bushings. Next, let's check out the piston and piston head. Now the spring is attached to the lug on the end of the piston head there. It's about an M100 power spring. It gets you, like I said, about 340 FPS. Piston head is ported, it's polycarb. It's pretty light considering, so it's not damaging the gearbox too much. Pistons are regular polycarb. Now these things are covered with clear grease. I like these things being pretty greasy, but I hate getting onto my hands. Now the tappet plate and air nozzle. Tappet plate's nothing special, just a regular version 2 tappet plate. It's not super flexible, but it's alright. The nozzle has no internal O-ring. It's still plastic, and it gets a decent air seal around the front of the cylinder. Not really a lot of air loss there, so I'd keep that. I wouldn't bother upgrading it. The cylinder head actually has 2 O-rings. That's a huge plus. You don't get a lot of cylinder heads with 2 O-rings stock. It is polycarb, so that's pretty good. You do have a port here, so it's about a Type 3 cylinder, so it's good for the barrel length of the MP5, and this is a brass cylinder. Now the air seal I'm getting is actually very good. It's actually close to perfect. I'm really surprised. JG has really got their air seal going here. Now let's go ahead and look at the gear set. I've always liked JG gear sets. They're good quality steel. You've already got an integrated tappet delayer here, so it helps feeding a little bit. Now notice you've got all the brown grease around here. Like I said, it is a lubricant. It's not the most pretty thing to look at, but it does do all right. Steel anti-reversal latch, steel gears. It's good quality stuff. It can pull a really high-powered spring, but it's doing just fine for the spring that's in there. Now, one thing I've come to expect from stock Chinese guns, and a lot of guns in general, is that I'll have to reshim the guns. I mean, a lot of the time, they're just there's too much play between the gears, and the heights are not very good. But I'm seriously amazed with this gun. The shimming is very, very close to perfect. I am going to have to play with it a little bit, but the gear heights are very close. There is very little axial motion in the gears between the bushings, which is fantastic. The gears, like I said, are amazing, so let's move on to another amazing segment of this gun, the switch assembly. Now, it's actually very good quality. Obviously, it's not LiPo ready. If you run a LiPo on this, you're going to melt it, which no one wants. So I wouldn't push it past like a 9.6 or so. It is going to run you for a long time. This is just fine if you're running the gun stock or if you're putting some light upgrades in the gun. The spring guide is plastic and is not bearing. It's only got a small washer right here. The wiring in this gun is about 18 gauge or so. It's got some pretty thin coating on it, so it sits very nicely in all the grooves that go along the gearbox. If you guys want to upgrade it to 16 gauge, you're probably going to drop the resistance in the gun a little bit. Now, it's clear to me after examining this gun that JG has obviously stepped up their quality and value, just in terms of tuning. This is a fantastic gun stock, and for the price, you really cannot beat the range, accuracy, and value of the gun. Now, that was the JG MP5A4. Fantastic gun. If you guys are interested in Inside the Mechbox, go check it out at airsplat.com or airsplat.com on youtube.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Prodigy from Airsoft Team Kilo 23. Get out there, go have a good time playing Airsoft, guys.